Rihanna, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Usher, Mariah Carey, Jay-Z. That list goes on and on. Oh my. All have worked with legendary music producer L.A. Reid, who joins us this morning. Thank you so much for being here,
first
of all.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Had a big event last night at Paul Quinn College, right? Talking about your new book.
Oh, I love those kids. It was really incredible. It's inspiring talking to the kids, you know, and hearing the things that they want to know about. It was incredible.
So this is a juicy book. It's called Sing to Me.
I don't know if it's juicy. It certainly isn't meant to be juicy.
Okay. But it's about, you say, my story of making music, finding music, and searching for who's next. There was one thing, the first story that sticks out in my mind is when you're talking about how Paula Abdul was at your house one night, late one night.
Oh my God, you're not.
And then your ex-wife comes in and breaks everything in your house,
and
right?
then I married her.
And then you married her.
How about that?
Are you worried that some of these celebrities are going to get mad at you for putting the stories out there?
I really tried hard to not disparage anyone, right? The stories are really about how I felt through my journey, and it's a lot about music, you know, but yeah, so I hope not. You know, it's pretty difficult to not get under someone's skin, but it certainly isn't the intention. I really wrote a book, I'm sort of poking fun at myself and hoping to inspire people in the process of it, inspire people who may want to do what I do, or people who just could use a little motivation. You know, it's all about being knocked down and getting back up. That's really what this is.
You named some favorites as well. Toni Braxton, for example. Yes. She's your #1 girl, huh?
Oh, I love her. I think, you know what the problem is, every time I think that someone's my #1, I go, well, Toni's my #1. And then someone will say, well, what about Mariah? Well, she's my #1, right?
Oh, you're one of those guys.
So, yeah, I don't mean to be. What kind of guy is that?
That you're #1 with whoever it is that you're talking to.
I love all of the artists. I'm really, I'm honored, and I feel very lucky to have worked with some incredible talent through the years. Yeah. And I'm still doing it, you know. So yeah, I just appreciate it.
Do you listen to music 24/7? Like, what's on your iTunes? Is it like this crazy list, or do you like stop listening to music when you go home?
I take breaks. I take breaks because I do listen to a lot of music. I listen to music professionally, which is a lot different than the way that people consume music. I listen to music that's not released. I dig through the haystack to try to find those gems. The great ones, right?
And you found a ton of them.
It's a different kind of listening.
Yeah, I want to get your take about the Super Bowl halftime performance with Beyonce. Some people are praising it, saying that it was, really embraced the history of Black activism. Others are saying that it promoted this anti-police message. When you saw it, what did you think?
Well, I didn't pick it up that way. I didn't even catch the sort of political undertones or overtones. I didn't really catch that. I was listening for something very different. First of all, I love the show, and you know, I was looking at just the entertainment quality, not the politics. Like, okay, who's the best here? You know, I always think competitively. And I actually thought it was really strong. My takeaway was that Bruno Mars was incredible. So I missed all of whatever people are taking away about Beyonce.
And Beyonce's not even talking about it, but I think this was just afterwards that everybody's been talking about. Bruno Mars can dance, huh?
Yeah, he's incredible. Yeah,
wow.
He's really something special.
You know, I was sucked into the book when you were talking about Whitney Houston. And you said, I love the line when you said, Whitney was a shining superstar, and then Bobby made her a person.
Right.
You really believed in their love. You felt it was a true love.
Oh, it was a true love. It absolutely was. I watched it firsthand, and you know, and I was entertained, sometimes fascinated, sometimes disturbed by people's takeaway of their relationship.
Did you know she was struggling at any point?
No, I didn't know. I actually did not know that at all. I only found that out when she did the interview with Diane Sawyer. And that was the first time I realized that, oh wait, maybe there's a problem here. But I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, you talk about Michael Jackson in the book as well, and you wrote that he was cold as ice in dealing with fellow entertainer Prince and his brother Jermaine Jackson. You kind of got put into the middle of that.
There were moments of, you know, there were moments of shrewdness, but it wasn't that he walked around as a cold person. He was a very warm and gentle person, and very loving, and just the greatest musical talent perhaps ever. But there were moments that, you know, I realized that I was also dealing with a very strong businessman.
Yeah, you said that he would never sing a song he didn't believe in.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. I mean, he would listen to it and say, I like that, but if he took the time out to learn it and get behind the mic, it was because he really believed in it. And
Yeah.
he is the greatest of all time.
Really?
100%, yes.
What is it that sets them apart? What do you look for in somebody that sets them apart? We always talk about like the X factor, but I mean, really, can you tell
is.
right away?
It is the X factor. I can tell. I can tell. I'm not always right about it, but I can generally tell when somebody has that really special.
Have you missed
it
out on
factor.
someone? Did you see someone and go, they don't have it, and then all of a sudden they're like a huge star?
Not quite that way. I signed somebody once that I later dropped from my label, and they became a big star. But
Are you naming names?
Well, at least I signed her. Her name was Lady Gaga.
Oh, just Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it was Lady Gaga. But I did sign her first,
Right.
because I did believe, and then I had second thoughts, and I was dead wrong. It happens.
There you go. There you go.
But you got to read about it. It's
a
all
great
there.
story.
It's all
Yeah,
there.
yes. The book is L.A. Reid, Sing to Me. We'll put a link on our website, fox4news.com. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to meet you.
We got through a lot in a very short amount of time.
I tried.
You're good. You're really good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Coming up here.